It's the Morning Brew with friends. We're having fun this morning. We got our friends from Catalyst Week in today. We have friends from Bernalillo County with us. Friends from the Chupacabra Cantina show coming up. The Watermelon Mountain Rescue Ranch is here too. We're going to talk about dogs. And Joe Maria's in talking about everything trending. All in the Morning Brew with friends. Come on over, Nick. We're talking about how important rehearsals are. I flubbed everybody's names this morning. It's one of those tough days. Everything's like blooming. My allergies are starting to get to me. You said your trees are fooled by the fake spring?
Yeah, the fake spring always fakes them out. And you got to hope the fruit trees don't take the bait because then you're not going to get fruit.
Right. I'm hoping that all of your juniper trees take that.
Yes, me too. The juniper pollen is havoc on my nose as well.
Well, we're here this morning on the morning. We're talking about the Catalyst Week, which is an awesome thing. And Catalyst Week this was a thing that started, I remember about, 3 years ago. It seemed like everybody programmed every event they could program for the startup and business world at once. And I don't know what that was about. And we called it back then, I think, Inflection Week was what we just called it, because that was just like the name of it, right? We didn't know what else to call it. But like
I think that became Umbrella Week.
Umbrella Week, maybe that's what it was. And there was like a morning events and evening events, and there was something, and all of us were like at everything, every day. It was crazy. And so then that just became a thing, right? And now it has grown into officially being the Catalyst Week in Albuquerque.
Well, Catalyst Week came out of, I was actually sitting in the final presentations of the first ABQID cohort.
Right.
And I realized that there were gaps in where a startup goes from the initial idea to actually having a valid product that you can sell. So we wanted to get startups more further down the road before they start an accelerator like ABQID. And that's where Catalyst Week came in. It's just a week dedicated to working on the things that you've been overlooking in your projects.
I need that every week.
Yes, I think everybody does. We've been focused on startups, but even if you've been in business for 40 years, it's still hugely beneficial.
Right. So when you say the things that startups need, I mean, is that like, we'll give you a bunch of cash, we will give you some business advice? What kind of things do you guys offer?
It's more on the device, on the advice, excuse me.
It's 7 in the morning, it's all right.
Yes. Everyone has the skills that they prefer and things that they don't prefer doing, and so this is a time to focus on those things that you've let linger and kind of ignored. So, if you're really into cooking and you have a restaurant or something, but you hate accounting, this is a time to set aside some time to just focus on that other thing that you've been ignoring, be it the accounting or a side project or whatever it is for you.
Very cool. So this is going to be, it starts, is it next week?
It starts this Friday.
This Friday.
2 days.
At the South Valley Economic Development Center, which is it's right there off, I want to say Isleta?
Yes, it's right off Isleta.
Super cool little spot where they have the TASA events every Thursday morning, which is this great in Spanish presentation about new businesses. How did you guys end up being there, though, for the Catalyst Week?
We were looking for a different place because Catalyst Week is still kind of an experiment to some extent. And the first Catalyst
we're like the only ones doing this, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was born here in Albuquerque. And last year we did it at the epicenter.
Okay.
So we wanted to try it somewhere else, see how much the space affects what happens.
Right.
And I've been talking with Tim and Josue from the South Valley Economic Development Center, and we thought that'd be a perfect space to do it. It's got all these nice little rooms and different spaces.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And I know that there is a big dinner coming up too on this.
Correct. Yeah, the final dinner will be on Sunday, March 6th. And that'll be $15 for anyone who's not a participant or a volunteer, and you can see what everyone's done over the week.
Very cool. So how's your business?
Sunport's going great.
Great, because Sunport, for those that don't remember, I know we've had you guys on the show a couple of times.
Yep.
Sunport is this super cool, it's a device that you plug in, and basically it lets you buy solar power.
On demand.
On demand from anywhere.
Yes.
It just buys, basically, is it credits, might be the best way to describe it, through the system?
Yes. Yeah, the legal entity underneath it is solar energy renewable certificates.
Okay.
Solar renewable energy certificates.
Okay.
And those are a tradable commodity that's basically everything good about solar that comes from that type of electricity.
Yeah. So by buying one of your devices, you're helping support people who are supporting solar.
Exactly. And furthermore, we're helping install solar on on nonprofits such as Mandy's Farm here in
Oh
Albuquerque.
yeah, of course.
Yes.
Mandy, they've been on the show. We love Mandy's
Yes.
Farm.
Yeah,
They are
they're
great.
excellent.
So what's the next step for you guys in Sunport? I
So
know that you
it's-
guys had, there had been talk of getting products out in the public, and I know there was the hotel that went fully solar. I think 2 or 3 hotels are now fully solar, right?
No, there was the one, and we're in discussions with other hotels. We're actually, the next step in our strategy is to focus on universities, actually, and we're in discussions with UNM about that. But our immediate goal is to deliver on our Kickstarter campaign. So delivery for that is actually next month.
Super cool.
So yeah, we're in the final stages there.
All right.
Yeah, but back on Catalyst Week, that's
Yeah.
really, I guess, my passion and side project right now. Sunport is going excellently and moving forward. With Catalyst Week, we're doing a bunch of little cool events to kind of get the community motivated and get it further down the pipeline of entrepreneurship as a community. So my insight at the end of ABQID was that people need
Because
to
you
be-
guys went through ABQID
Yes.
as Sunport, so
Correct. It
So
all
you
started with
realized
Sunport went to
it all
through
kind of
ABQID.
dovetails right there.
Exactly. The simple way to look at it is that we're taking everything we've learned in the startup community and giving others tools to do the same. So, we hope there can be dozens of companies like Sunport and Albuquerque that have similar success.
Cool. Well, you guys have had quite a bit of success for a lot of the ABQID companies. Some of them
Yes.
fell away, some of them are still growing, and you guys are certainly one of the stars. What did you find? What are some of the things that you found? You got out of this giant business accelerator program. You did this, learned a lot about your business, learned how to make your products, and then you still felt kind of lost?
It wasn't that we felt lost, more like not as far along as we should have been, I think. Really, when you come out of an accelerator, you should be ready to sell a product, in my opinion. And a lot of companies...
What they call the MVP, right?
Correct, yes,
Your
an
minimum
MVP.
viable product.
Exactly. The ideal situation to be in when you come out of accelerator is selling your MVP.
Right.
The problem is a lot of companies don't go into the accelerator with an MVP.
Or even an idea for one in some cases, right?
Yeah. So they're in a bit earlier stage, and actually, I don't know if that's what's on the screen right now, but
Let's see.
our Catalyst model right there.
There we go.
Yeah. That actually is the core framework behind Catalyst Week, and so we see implementation motivation actually being the core needs in our community right now. So that's where we're focusing. We have our Catalyst Week event next week, and starting in April, we're going to do a regular event called ABQ Activate. And the whole idea behind that is just to get new people into the community, into the innovation district, see what's going on and all the neat stuff that's happening.
Awesome. Well, great. Well, we'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew. This is great. And then, did you see the Watermelon Mountain Ranch people out there? Did you meet them in the green room?
Well, I didn't have a chance to, but I'll see them in a second.
Excellent, because my dog came from their shelter.
Oh,
Yes,
excellent.
it'll be great to see. See if
cool.
they remember my dog. I've got some questions about why they named her what they did. We'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew.